So I'll ask you this question. Does this look like a bloke who is winning? Each way Albo, ahead of today, was trying to tell people about his 100-day plan for the future of the country. 2 days before we even have an election, he's already telling us what the plans are for this new wonderful dawning of the left under Aussie Joe Biden and his mad left mates. We also woke up today to say finally he's going to start campaigning properly. All campaign he has either been hiding, gone missing for a day, been hidden in the basement with COVID for a week, hiding behind ministers, premiers, you name it. But now he's going to start trying with a 20-seat, 5-state blitz, because only now he's starting to show the energy that Scott Morrison has shown, well, since the last election and never let up. But something didn't go well today. You see, there was a plan for the Labor Party that annoyed the media. As you know, there are reporters from all the different TV, radio, newspapers who follow the leaders around. It's called the campaign bus. But the Labor Party thought the way to make sure that Albo gets good coverage is to send those reporters not with him on the 5-state blitz, but instead go to Canberra for Labor's costings. The media hated this today and saw it for exactly what it was, an attempt to move a critical press and distract them by a speech in Canberra and move on to the soft local reporters around the country.
Your strategy, or the Labor Party strategy today, was for us to have this press conference with you and not know the costings and then go and get them from the shadow. No, this is what we've been told, so I'm just telling you. So we have this press conference with you, then we go to Canberra and we get given the press conference from Jim Chalmers, and we didn't get the opportunity to ask you questions. Now, you know, because you've been in Parliament for 26 years, our job is to follow you around the country during the campaign so we can ask you questions. Taking the media pack away from you, is it not you distancing yourself from your own policy so we get a chance to ask you those questions legitimately?
I would miss you dearly, and I'll miss you dearly when this campaign is over. I'm happy for you to come with me wherever you want.
Let's be fair to him. Like, you know, the policy's been changed.
When you're finished...
Well, I just want you to be honest with us too.
When you're finished, I'll answer the question.
Okay.
I am happy for the travelling party to go wherever you want to go.
But you see, if Jonathan Lee didn't confront him today, Labor would have got away with a day where the leader says, don't ask me about the numbers, those are coming out later in the day, and he would scarper off where the images would be him high-fiving pre-selected voters. Remember, this is a bloke who apparently is so popular he's about to become the Prime Minister, yet when was the last time you saw him just walking through the shops? Does this look like a bloke who's winning, or a bloke who is screaming on the inside and is starting to let it out?
You have a press conference after the
During
costings?
this campaign, I have been completely accountable. I've just, if you actually get out a calculator, I've just told you what the costings are. I've just told you.
Just say the figure.
No, because the, and here's the hypocrisy. Quite frankly, quite frankly, of the interview that you gave on Sky earlier on, whereby, you know, I'm supposed to do the costings, but Scott Morrison isn't. The Treasurer and the Finance people.
You're saying you're better than him.
The Treasurer and the Finance Minister, and I have been more accountable.
Mr Morrison did do a press conference after the costings were released.
I'll be doing press conferences during. We'll be on. We are travelling. I'm travelling around 5 states. 5 states.
Oh, wow. So what? This is the point. All the way through this campaign, put simply, if Labor wins, the campaign didn't matter at all. But I think the campaign does matter because it's the first stress test. And while they thought, that being Labor, that this was supposed to be a coronation, and much of the media who isn't doing the same grunt work as those reporters that are out on the trail, they all expected this to be a coronation. But it's not. It is, as I repeat, a stress test, and Albo fails at most days. Which is why, what you will see now in terms of the interviews that he will choose to do, they will be the most friendly of all because, after all, Albo's such a great bloke.
Paul Keating's supporting the Labor Party. Julia Gillard's supporting the Labor Party. Kevin Rudd's supporting the Labor Party. And Bob Hawke, I've got to say, up there looking down, and he supports Labor too.
Are you sure he's looking down?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He was a bit of a rascal.
Hey! Seriously. I mean, you have questions like today. Sherry Markson's reporting that showed that the bloke who might be the acting Prime Minister, not just the Deputy Prime Minister, acting Prime Minister next year, was actively talking against the AUKUS submarines deal. But, Albo, you're such a good bloke. The best media performance today was done by Colin Jacquiao, who just took the piss out of him. And I look forward to joining them tomorrow morning after 8 o'clock. Make sure that you're listening.